What's up guys, Malik here and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry about yesterday. I totally did not have the opportunity to post, and by the time I got home it was like 11, 12. So thereabout, it wasn't feasible for me to make a video and post. But anyways, this video is going to have trades from yesterday documented and also trades from today. And today was a crazy day. Yesterday was a mixed bag. It was all losers, to be honest. I did have some winners, but I didn't cut them, and then they came back down to my stop loss. So that was like a mixed vibe. Even the final trade, I could have moved the stop to break even, but I wanted the trade to play out. Even the trade today, I could have taken profit early, but because I'm looking at the fact that I always tend to sell my winners, I was like, okay, today might be a nice clean runner. Let me hold it. Guess what the market did? The opposite. The market actually reversed off the level a number of times, but it still used my zone as a level of demand after. I think hopefully. So the first trade you see here was at 9:30, and we're gonna actually pay attention to Thursday first, right? So yesterday was Thursday. See how the market trade, and yesterday had a nice trade too, but I even sold that trade, but I'll show you too. I found, I love it, I love it, I love it. I'm loving this, right? So the first trade you see here was at 9:30, so we can just put a ray on 9:30, and by ray I mean it only goes that way, like the line only goes that way. My apologies, right? So put a ray at 9:30, and then let's see where I entered the market. 14,270.5, 14,270.5, and you can see how big of a doji that was. And then where did I enter to the sell side? So as I entered to the sell side here, it kind of started to go into profit before reversing. So I entered to the sell side here, and then I got knocked out. Nah, I actually made profits within 2 minutes. I sold it for $17 profit. Okay, let's see. So it's the same candle. I sold it within 2 minutes for $17 profit at 14,252. 14,252 point. Let me see. This one, 14,252.9. So what I'm really putting here on the chart is my trade from yesterday, because I document my trades every day to see where I messed up, where I could have done better, and I want to use that to build the skill set, right? Because this is a skill set that can come in really handy. I also have a skill set when it comes to like plumbing and being an HVAC technician, like handyman. You can say I'm like a tradesman, but at the same time I'm like a handyman, because I can think very fast, solve the problem, and get going from there. And I can also have a good visual of time. I can gauge time good, and then kind of plan out things from there. But I'm working on mastering trading, so I can max it out basically, right? So this is the first trade for a $17 profit. So let's go here now, the second trade, and I'll just use the same lines instead of creating more. So the second trade was a buy side trade at 14,265.8, 14,265.8, right? And then so this is where I entered to the buy side, and then I closed it, or I got stopped out actually. So I entered to the buy side here. Here I got stopped out on the same candle at 14,240. 14,240. So this is where like a doji can really affect you if you enter to the buy side and it pushes down like that, you're getting cleared out, just like I did yesterday. And that was a loss of $51, right? And that's within probably 2 minutes. Okay, so now the third trade, now I took that on the 9:30 candle. So I'm guessing I saw the market. Oh no, that's actually the 9:45 candle. Okay, so I saw the market moving up, and I'm guessing, I'm thinking me and the trend are buddies, so we're gonna just run it up, right? So I entered to the buy side there, and then I sold it at 10 on the 10:15 candle. So let's find that 10:15 candle, this one, 10:15. Let's find that 10:15 trade right here, 14290.2. So this is where I entered to the buy side and sold it as it reversed here. It still came and kind of tested the same low there before running up. What could I have done better? Keeping the trade running would have done better, or even just putting a stop loss somewhere down here. Although I'm not sure what was happening during the day, which might have caused me to just not really see that, because after that it was a clean sweep runner. So this was a great entry, because I could have gotten all of this move if I had my stop loss. And obviously I had my stop loss below here, because I actually traded, it actually moved, right? So you actually had this candle close and move to another candle, so that wick didn't take me out. I probably had my stop loss below here, right? So the next trade, I took it on the same candle, but it was a totally different quantity size, right? So I entered at 14255.3, right? Let's put that in, 14255.3. What, that was a buy side again, but smaller size. And then I close it on the same candle, because the same candle actually started to reverse heavily, so it wasn't like, it felt like it would have just cleared out all of my profits. That's definitely some of what happened today while I was trading the market. So 14,257.5. That's this trade, yeah. So I entered here with the lower quantity or lower size, close it out here, right? So the previous one was a total profit of 66, and then this one's profit was a total profit of $1.10. And the reason for this, it was like, it's so close to where I entered, right? So what's actually happening? I'm entering to the buy side because it's basically respecting my zone. So I'm thinking, all right, you tapped my zone here, you might continue going up, or there's a higher probability. If there's a higher probability of you going up, I'll take buy trades there. And the best buy trades, I would say, would be to get some you need some bearish movement and then enter bullish with your stop loss below a previous low, or someplace where you think they'll try to come and take out liquidity, because trust me, they be doing that, right? So that's basically where I was at. And you can see I traded so much yesterday. You can see, like, not good habits, right? Not good habits at all. So this trade was at 11 now. So let's go to the 11 o'clock candle. So after we have a full move out of the zone, nice. So we have this 11 o'clock candle, and it's basically a reaction off of the zone. And if you want to see me draw out more zones or more explain how these zones are drawn or found, I need you to like the video and drop a comment. If you don't like the video and drop a comment, you're gonna just be getting videos like this, right? So this trade was taken at 14,333.3. 14,333.3, right? So I entered here to the buy side. I'm pretty sure my stop loss was below here, just a little bit below that level, unless I got hit out at that level, right? So let's see. So I got hit out within a couple of minutes, and I'm thinking that move down was probably what hit me out. Let's see. So at 14,327.9, 327.9. That's where I got hit out for a total loss of $3.78. So that was one. I also entered, and I'm just gonna use these same lines. So I'm going to this trade now, where I entered at 14,337.4, 14,337.4. So I entered to the buy side here again, and let's see where I got stopped out. 14,326.1. That's actually where I got stopped out. So having not nice stop losses right there. 14,326.1. That's where I got hit out for total loss of 7.91, right? And I was trying to go to the buy side. You can see that the buy side trade would have worked, but I need to give the trade more space to actually push up, right? So I'm kind of learning something, that's what I believe, and let's just see how I can employ it a lot more, right? So this trade now, I also entered another trade, a sell side trade, and then this one clearly hit my stop loss the flip way. This one clearly hit my stop loss as it started to go up, right? So I had a downside trade. Now I got hit out twice, and I'm thinking probably my psychology changed towards a trade, and it quickly proved to me that, listen, if you flip-flop in this market, you will get burned. You will get burned. It's not a question, right? So this is where I entered to the downside, and I got stopped out there for a total loss of 1520. This previous one, let me see, no, 1720, right? And then where we going now? We're going to the 1115 now. So on the 1115 candle, enter to the buy side again now. 14,363.1. So entered to the buy side here, 14,360.1. I got stopped out on the same candle. I'm guessing that wick was what just took me out like gnarly, huh? 14,347.9. 47.9. So I had a stop loss right below that level, and the price basically came right down and touched that level and took me out before actually starting to move up. And then the final trade was at 340, and I got the trade, but I just didn't sell it. It was at 240 actually. Let's find 240. So 1440 would be part of the 1430 candle, and then I entered at 14,456, 6.6, right? So I entered, where did I enter here? To the buy side, and then I basically got stopped out at 330. Which was this nasty effing candle, bro. Like I saw that, I was like, mother, okay, did you just print this candle just for me? Like, what's going on here? Feel me? So I entered to the buy side here, got stopped out as the market basically reversed out all of the liquidity there, right? So this is what happened yesterday, right? You can see how many trades I took. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And that turned into like 160 worth of losses. So this is actually today. So I had 4 losses, 2 wins. And then I think the two wins cover for all of the losses today. But at points during today, I was up $400, like 2 points. I was up $400, and I just didn't take it because I was thinking the market would have actually broken above this level and rallied, but the market actually broke above the level twice. So it really showed me that my level is working, but I didn't take the profits, right? So what happened? Something happened to my camera, guys. I'm sorry, but you should be able to hear me. Should be able to hear me, right? So the first trade today was at 8, and it's malpractice for me to be trading before New York Stock Exchange open. It's very bad practice, right? So I entered this trade buy side at 8 at 14,524.1. So I entered to the buy side there, and then figuring I got stopped out on the 8:30 candle. Is that what it's saying? Yeah, got stopped out on the 8:30 candle at 14,490.8. 14,490.8. Right, so I entered to the buy side here, got stopped out as it came down. It came down. I kind of respected the zone. This 9:30 candle would hit out any bullish position you had, and you thought that you were gonna hold it. Nah, that's gonna take you up easily, baby. Easy, eat you up, right? So after that, I entered a trade on the 8:30 candle, and let's see. So the 8:30 candle is actually this one, and then I entered at 14,489.3. 14,489.3. So I entered to the buy side here again, and then I got stopped out. I actually had something that held, and then what seemed to happen here? We got hit out by this nasty 945 candle. So let's find it. Let me show you. And I remember this one vividly because I'm like, motherfucker, you really came down and hit out my stop loss right now? Are you shitting me? Right? So this is where my stop loss was hit, and I think that was on 2 trades. So I'll put the other trade up here. So I did the same strategy as before, where I had 2 positions, one small and one larger position, and then I was aiming for, if both work, I would close one and then let one just rock out. You feel me? That's how I was looking at it. 14,493.9, 93.9. So I entered both trades to the buy side here, and then got stopped out right down here. Okay, so this trade now I entered at 10 p.m. Let's see. So 10 p.m. What am I looking at here? This green candle. This green candle is 10 p.m. solid. I entered to the buy side. But I'm guessing a wick took me out, maybe. So 10, 14, 4, 5, 4.8. Right? Damn. Like the bottom. I got the nice bottom there. Right? And then I got stopped out. It's looking like I got stopped out on the same candle, to be honest. Let's see. It's looking like I got stopped out. It's the same freaking candle, bro. Like, that sucks when that happens, you know? So this is where I entered to the upside and I got stopped out here. Reason being, I'm thinking it's gonna come back and play into my zone, to which it did. So the market is looking like it's always looking for these zones, and it buys and sells until it kind of gets up to these zones, right? So this was that trade for a loss of -30. And then let's get into our wins from today, right? So it's looking like I entered on the same candle, buy side again, with confidence, 0.3 lot size. That means I'm making $3 per every dollar move on the Nasdaq 100, right? So 14,460.7. So, and it was a buy side trade again, 14,460.7, and at one point I'm up $400. But then as it started to break down into the zone, I just closed it. So at 2 o'clock is when I closed it, and you can just -3 from this because it's London time, and you'll know where I entered this trade. So 14,534.7. So where it looked like it was starting to break into the zone and come back down to reverse out all of this move, I was like, yeah, I'm selling it. So I made 2222 of profit. I actually had take a I moved my stop loss into profit. So if the market started to reverse, I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I don't want to force it anymore. You feel me? And then this last trade, same 10 o'clock candle I entered, which was perfect. It was basically the bottom of the day. So finding the bottom of the day, like working with the trend, seems like it can be done. So just using the trend and then mixing up that up with the zones where you're seeing the guys move stocks and buy stuff at certain levels. So thinking we might have something here, but I'm not even gonna broadcast it. I think if you were supposed to find this information and you're gonna be with me and us on this journey, like, you would be here, you feel me? Or you're about to come. So I entered here to the buy side. I'm thinking it's going to come back into the zone, like this is just a fake out, which it definitely was a fake out, and then it basically reversed. Thing about these fake outs is that these are the perfect buy opportunities, because if it breaks down like this, you can look for a buy here, have a stop loss down here, bro. You could put a huge size, and you get this move up, you're going nasty. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do some of that and show you like some quick 4 grand in 15 minutes type shit, right? So this last trade was for 57.70, and I closed that at 534.7. I think at this point I just moved both stop losses to there, so when the market started to come down, it just hit me out, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a 24-minute video where I explain all of my trades from yesterday and today, and you can actually see that my zones have been getting respected, and then the gaps have been getting respected too as well, right? But you can see that the market basically plays into my zones. You could maybe call this a zone, but there's no respect here. It just breaks through that, right? But then there's some respect here. All right, let's see what it does. I'm thinking if we don't have that good news and good catalysts, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm thinking we might break up to here, or we're gonna break down. But you see me in the next video, I'm gonna run it up, bro. If I'm making 400 in 15 minutes, 30 minutes, like, niggas in trouble, bro. You know what I mean? I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.